Hello guys, David here. Welcome back to another video. Just a quick one before we get into things. I'm just about to go and edit the thing together today. Just want to say a massive thank you to Justin Edwards at Salisbury Radio for getting involved in the episode today. He's done a couple of bits for us in the game that we're playing today. He's done a really good job in terms of building together some match stats and some kind of feedback for us midway through the points in the game, which sound absolutely incredible. Can't wait to see what it's going to look like when it's all finished off. If you do want to go check out his other work, go into the description below. There is a link for the Salisbury Radio website if you've not been to it before, and hopefully it won't be the last that you see of him on the channel as well. Without any further ado, let's get into the video. Right then, boys and girls, suits on. Got the tie, got the badge. It means we've got our first bit of silverware potentially in the series. The Southern League Cup final against Taunton Town. Let's have it. Hello guys, David here and welcome back to episode number 8 of Hometown Hero. As you will have seen in the intro, the suit is on, the tie is on, the badge is on. It's cup final day for Salisbury FC. We're up against Taunton Town in the Southern League Cup final. We'll be showing you the full game. We're going to be doing comprehensive highlights of the game rather than the normal what the game suggests is key highlights, which is basically goals and massive chances. So a little bit longer than normal, but will only be the one game. We'll also be jumping to Justin at Salisbury Radio, who's going to be doing a little bit of a piece about the game at halftime and full time as well. Big thank you to him for being kind enough to get involved in this as well. Can't wait for you guys to see how that's going to go down as well. But anyway, before we get into the game, let's give you a quick update on how we've been since you last saw us. Of course, the last game you saw us in was the Hayes Cup semi-final, where we of course went through to the final that we're playing today in a 3-1 victory. We've been unbeaten since then. There have been some close shaves though. Hartley-Whitney was never a contest. We were 4-0 up. They got one back annoyingly, which lost us our clean sheet, but nothing really to worry about there. Beaconsfield, we were very close to drawing that game. It was very frustrating. In fact, we nearly lost the game as well. It was just a very worrying game. Scoring freely, defending freely as well. Same with Chesham, 3-0 up. Sorry, 3-1 up. Got one back to 3-2, a little bit nervy at the end. Met Police again was such a worrying one. We were 4-2 up at one point, again 4-3, 5-3. It was all a little bit nervy, not helped by the fact that Andre Blackman got sent off, but we dug in and we got the win. All of that means we're looking pretty near the top of the table. We're in 4th at the moment. We've got a game in hand over Swindon Supermarine, who are a point above us. Even a draw in our game in hand will put us level on points with them and will put us into 3rd. We are 4 points off the top, who are Tiverton at this moment in time, who are level on games played with us. And they're in good form as well. Hayes have dropped off the ball a little bit, so it does give us a chance. Of course, the difficulty being with there only being one automatic promotion spot, being the champions of the league, playoffs is the most likely route that we'll take to get promoted, but you never know. We've still got a handful of games left to go, so still plenty to play for. Another, 11 games left in the league, I think, if my maths is correct. Anyway, should we get into the game? The team that we're going to be putting out to play is probably at, it's our full strength 11, I would suggest. Barring the disappearance of Andre Blackman due to suspension, it's going to be this team you can currently see on the screen. So it's going to be Marcus Beauchamp as ever in goal, a back four of Josh Summerton, Jay Sean Chamberlain-Gale, Ollie Gardner and Elliot Wheeler, a midfield four of Antonio Diaz, Jazz Wallace, Dom Jeffries and Jake Cope, and the classic, your expected front two of Warren Bentley and Marvin Brooks. Just make a quick change of just auto pick to the subs, because I don't really tend to worry too much about the subs. I know that they'll pick a good spread of players that we can bring on or off. The only one I'm going to change is if I can find the guy, I'm going to bring Adam Page in instead of Sam Roberts, only because I just feel he's going to be more appropriate. Josh is going to be quite fit, and I think Antonio is the one we need to keep an eye out for. And with that option, Adam gives us a chance to push forwards as well, so we can have maybe some attacking wingers if we need to. But this game is, I'm nervous. It's my first game, first proper cup final game. I mean, it's the only cup final game we've had again as Salisbury manager so far. I hope you guys are as nervous as I am, because I am bricking it at this moment in time. I'm not looking forward to it at all. I'm optimistic, bordering on confident, but I'm still a bit worried. Look at these packed out stands, loads of white shirts, which you love to see. There looks like there's loads of them. I'm not entirely sure. There's just about to see some Taunton fans there as well, but it looks like it's all Salisbury in the stadium. Of course, we're at Dorchester Stadium. The name of it escapes me, but we're underway in this game. Marvin Brooks on the ball, early doors. So like I said, we're in comprehensive highlights. So in this, it just means you'll see more of the game. So there'll be more chances that'll be done. There'll be some half chances, that sort of thing being played rather than just the goals. So it will last a little bit longer, still be the normal length of video, but obviously just focusing on the one game. Early knock for a Taunton player. Looks like that's their right back, Aaron Bentley, who has he come off? He has indeed, by the looks of it. Yeah, he's been replaced by Dan McBeam. And it's a start of not a lot. It's probably the best way to put it, isn't it? Not a lot's happened. Is McBeam? Oh, no, Sullivan, not McBeam. Where's McBeam coming from there? Obviously got his name in my head. A chance, but Marcus does manage to be equal to it and makes a save. Elliot Wheeler with an interesting decision to go in for the challenge there, but doesn't quite manage to get to it. It's a ball forwards, finds Holmes, but he is in fact offside. It's been given a free kick in the way of the Whites. Marcus from a goal kick a little bit further into the game, just under 12 minutes in now. Early yellow card for J. Sean Chamberlain-Gale. Not what you want, of course. Jazz Wallace does manage to get stuck into him, though, and manages to pick up the loose ball. Jazz Wallace has started to play a little bit better. Marvin Brooks picks it up, though. Wallace plays a nice ball out to Diaz. He's got quite a lot of space to run into. Hopefully he can find a good ball in. Finds Warren Bentley nearly, but it does go out for a corner to Salisbury. I say, yeah, Jazz Wallace starting to find his feet a little bit in this Salisbury side, which is not something I expected to say. Still not signed a new contract, though. I've not offered him anything yet. I want to see a bit more from him before I go and let him sign on any dotted lines, because I know what he's going to want. He's going to want a lot of money, at least relative to where we are in the English pyramid. Anyway, Ollie Gardner with a clearance finds Marvin Brooks, who's on the right-hand side. He has got a little bit of support. He does need to use it, which he doesn't, annoyingly. So it does give the ball back to Taunton, who are going to start to probe another attack. A little bit worrying that we've had 15 minutes into, or 16 minutes into this game. We've not created a single chance yet, as Wheeler manages to get into there and just goes for the very much lower league tactic of just hoof it away. Keep it simple, as my dad used to tell me when he was my manager when I was younger. Ball in from the corner and Bochuk with a fantastic save. Just got his fingertips on that, and that could have been in the top corner and could have been 1-0 Taunton, and it is now instead Gethin Hill with an early goal into the 18th minute, and it's a goal for Taunton. And you can't say it's been coming. You can't say it's not been coming, rather, because we've not created a single shred of chance yet, which is very disappointing. It's not like us. Like I say, we've been free scoring, if a little bit leaky at the back. Not creating chances is not our blueprint, which is very disappointing to see. As you can see, not even a shot on goal, let alone on target. Somerton with a long ball in, doesn't quite manage to get it onto the head of anyone. It was looking like it was going to go to Jeffries. Ball forward, Warren Bentley tries to get on the end, but the keeper's picked it up and almost inhumanly got up so quickly to clear the ball away to get Taunton on the break, but doesn't manage it. Long ball forward. This is not what we want. I'm going to ask the boys just to increase the tempo a little bit here, and then just get it a little bit less direct on my playing out of the area to try and get the ball on the ground a little bit, and speed up the pace of the game. Starting to get Taunton running around a little bit because we're playing into their hands a little bit, I think, at the moment. Jake Cope on the ball now, running down the right, managed to get past his man, gets into the box with a corner. Looked like it could have been one of those that was given as a penalty, but it wasn't. Ball in from Diaz, tries to get it on Gardner's head, doesn't quite manage it. Warren Bentley's going to pick up the pieces, plays it back to Josh Somerton, who is nearing his 100th appearance for the club, would you believe? Which is not something I would have expected to say. Normally in this sort of area, you normally expect someone to be a bit of a journeyman around these sorts of parts, but he's stuck true to the club, which is lovely to see. And yeah, I think if he continues to play, he will have that 100th appearance before the end of this season. I think this is his 93rd, I believe. That's a good effort from Gethin Hill again. He nearly got his second, but it's just gone over the bar. We've still not created a single effort, which is really frustrating. Taunton are creating, it's all one-way traffic at the moment, which is really, really irritating me at the moment. Somerton from the throw-in. A little bit of interplay ends up with Wallace, who whips a ball out towards Jake Cope, who whips a ball in. Warren Bentley's there! That's the first real... Well, it's the first chance. It's also the first real chance. And considering he's scored as many as he has, I would have expected a little bit more from Warren there. At least testing the goalkeeper. Taunton on the ball again. They're probing, they're creating chances, and this is a bit of a worry. Like I said, we are a little bit leaky at the back, and if we're not creating chances and they are, it's not a good sign. Not a good sign at all. Especially considering one of their starting 11 has already come off injured. Wallace picks up the ball from the goal kick. Terrible, terrible pass. I keep meaning not to say that he's been finding his form, because every time I think to record an episode, I think he started playing well, and then I go, oh, maybe he's finding his form. I've said it this time, and he's not turned up yet. Been absolutely abysmal. Did score a fantastic goal. I think it was against Chesham, where the ball came out to him. He was just inside the D in the centre circle. Not the D, just inside the centre circle in the Chesham half. Keeper was off his line, and he absolutely smacked it in. Unbelievable finish. Anyway, Diaz whips the ball in. Chamberlain gets the back post, gives it to Marvin Brooks. It's 1-1. We've levelled it up. Marvin Brooks with his 15th goal of the season. Lovely, lovely bit of build-up play here. Somerton with the ball in. Jake Coate manages to nod it down to Diaz. Finds Chamberlain Gale on the edge of the area. Pings it back to Marvin Brooks, who's in so much space. I mean, Jake Chamberlain Gale as a centre half. He had so much time to pick his spot there, and he could have got it wrong, but he didn't. Gets it to Marvin Brooks, and we are level on the night. And that is exactly what we wanted going into half-time. If we'd have gone into the half-time break 1-0 down, I think it would have been a very difficult one to bring back. Because you could imagine that Taunton would have just shut up shop, soaked up pressure, and left it at that. But they haven't done. And Warren Bentley's been put through. Oh, it was close. Could have turned it around before half-time, and arguably should have done. McBean from the throw-in then. Ball in, pinging around all over the place. Sullivan gets to it. Beauchamp manages to tip it over. Oh my word. This is a nervy affair. Corner ball to Taunton then. Whips it in. A low ball to the edge of the area. Takes a shot, and that is a fantastic effort from Dan Sullivan for Taunton. And it looks like we are going to be going into half-time down. And again, it doesn't matter what the score is. If you're going into half-time and you lose him, it's not the place you want to be in. Ball across. No one's picking Dan Sullivan up. He's just absolutely battered it into the bottom right-hand corner. Tiverton are back up on the night again, and it's 2-1 coming into half-time. If we can get a goal here, it changes everything once more. I'll say it again. Goals change games whenever they are scored. But I've always felt that scoring them just before half-time makes that little bit more of a difference. Because it can knock the stuffing or give yourself that bit of fire in the belly that you need. And at the moment, we've had the stuffing well and truly kicked out of us. Jake Coate picks up the ball nicely, running down the right-hand side, tries to get a ball in, doesn't manage to get it past that first man, but it does earn the Whites a corner. Diaz with the ball in this time. Tries to get it on the head of Gardner, but doesn't quite manage it. Going only as far as Chamberlain Gale. Wheeler picks it up now, finds Marvin Brooks, who gets a header on goal. And he was offside anyway, so it's not going to make a difference. And it looks like, yeah, we're going into half-time. We're 2-1 down. We've not created a lot, but we have managed to get a goal on the board, and that will hopefully give the boys a bit of confidence. I'm going to do the half-time team talk. Now let's head over to Justin for the half-time report.
Thanks, David. Yes, welcome to Dorchester's Avenue Stadium for this Southern League Cup final between the Mighty Whites of Salisbury and the Peacocks of Taunton. The half-time whistle has just blown here, and to be honest, although the Whites have just edged the possession stats, Taunton have dominated the chances and go in with a well-deserved lead. Although losing Aaron Bentley early on to injury, they took the lead in the 18th minute. It came following a brace of Taunton corners, the first saved really well by Marcus Beauchamp, but the second smash home by Geffin Hill with a bullet header from 6 yards out. The Whites finally found a bit of rhythm after half an hour, and in the 38th minute a long Josh Somerton throw finally found its way to Chamberlain Gale on the back post. He fired it back along the 6 yard line, and Marcus Brooks used the speed of the ball to volley it in. However, Taunton again took the lead right on half time. Another Dan McBean corner, this time from the left, laid it back to Dan Sullivan, who smashed it from 25 yards through a crowd of players and Beauchamp's outstretched arms into the corner of the goal. So plenty of work to do here, especially defending corners, and I would imagine there are a few harsh words being said in that dressing room. At half time then, it's Salisbury 1, Taunton 2.
Okay then, guys, hopefully you enjoyed that little halftime report. We'll hear back again from Justin at full time, of course, but now let's get back into the second half. I've told the boys I have faith. I believe there's a lot more from us, and I know we can do I know we can do it, because we've clearly proven that we're a good side so far this season. We're fourth in the table. We're arguably the better side, but we've just not had the run of play just yet. Diaz picks it up. I thought we were going to have something there, but we don't. Wheeler from the throw then plays it to Diaz. Oh, it's just gone wide of the target. I thought that was one of those where it was going to be a third person appears at the edge at the back post, but it's not quite going to happen. Dom Jeffries plays it to Bentley, who dinks it back to Jazz Wallace. Finds Cope on the right-hand side. Tries to whip a ball in, and that's a John Terry Salmon-esque block from the Taunton defender. And it's another corner. Diaz on this one once more. Whips a ball in. Ollie Gardner tries to get onto it, but the Taunton player is the first man to it. Wheeler whips a ball forward this time. No one's going to get on the end of that, and it goes out for a Taunton goal kick. It's a good, bright start to the second half. Ball from Diaz finds Chamberlain Gale. That partnership worked out nicely last time. It didn't this time. Goes out for a corner. Going to make a quick change on the set pieces. I think that's Diaz who's taking it. Yeah, number 7 is Diaz who's taking them. I'm just going to go make a quick change to the set pieces. I have been noticing in recent games that we've been struggling with the near post corners. So I'm going to get that to mixed, just to try and mix it up a little bit. And then let's get some of our key players. Warren Bentley's decent in the air, is he? No, he's not massively. He's quite strong though. Not really got anyone who can do much in the air. We'll put Sean Chamberlain Gale at the back post, and we'll do the same there. And then we've got Ollie Gardner hitting up at the front post. So we've got our best headers of the ball on either side. Tries to go near post, doesn't manage it. Comes back to Diaz, who gets another bite of the cherry, and he's going to look like he's going to get a third chance because he's gone out for another corner. A goal here changes the game. Of course it does. Ball in. Oh, tries to find Gardner again. Doesn't manage to get onto it. Gets a fourth chance. Goes to everyone, but Chamberlain Gale picks it up and loses it annoyingly. And it's going to be a chance for Taunton to break, and this is not what we wanted. Jeffries manages to intercept that and knocks it out for a throw in and breaks up that play quite nicely. Had more of the ball, just haven't had enough of the chances. Taunton on the charge now, down the right-hand side. Played it out to Chamberlain. Diaz manages to get into it, though. Oh, really annoying he didn't do anything with it there. Really frustrating he didn't manage to... well, I mean, he just booted the ball clear, which is a bit disappointing. There'll be time for a change in a minute. We'll see how this next highlight plays out, and then we'll consider making our first change of the game, maybe even our first couple. Jazz Wallace on the ball. Finds Warren Bentley. And he's offside, which is why. So that's why that's all been pulled up, which is really annoying, because you shouldn't be offside there, in my opinion. Jazz Wallace not really turned up so far. Warren Bentley annoyingly not turned up as well. Marvin Brooks, of course, has. Somerton is the worst player on the pitch, but no one's really available to replace him, which is really annoying. I'm going to do this change instead. We're going to bring Benson on on the right hand side of midfield. Dom Jeffries can shift back to the fullback position, and then we'll carry on from there for now. So I'm never a fan of making too many changes all at once, because you never know what's going to happen. You don't want to lose the chance to make those changes. Ball forward from Jeffries. Tries to find what Marvin Brooks does, I think. Again, not sure why we've just stopped. Why is no one going forward to him? Which is really annoying. Just gives him all the time in the world to spot Gethin Hill and play the ball out. And Taunton have picked up the ball in a relative area of comfort, you would have to say. Pushing forwards now, Taunton are. Hopefully they don't make another chance. Don't want to see the game close off now. All right, it's another chance. And Hill puts it wide of the mark. Need to fire these boys up. Need to get some fire in the bellies. Come on, boys. Jeffries finds Brooks from the throw-in. Finds Chamberlain Gale. Takes a shot. It's not the person you want on that. You want it the other way round. You want Brooks or Bentley on the end of that. Neither of them were. And as a result, it's another chance spurned. Marvin Brooks on the right-hand side now, running down the wing. He has got support. Hopefully he's going to use it. Finds Benson in the middle, who plays it to Jake Cope, who I thought was offside, which he was. It's another chance wasted. And Wallace is coming off now because he's just not turned up as per normal. I'm going to make a very bold change indeed. I'm going to go to a 4-3-3. I'm going to play Fitchett as a target man, because if I remember my stats correctly, he's not actually the tallest player in the world. I'm going to play him as a target man. No, we're not. We're going to play him as a poacher. We're going to flip these two round. So we're going to play Fitchett as the advanced forward, Bentley as the poacher, get him in the middle, get him some chances to level up this scoreline. Because Jazz Wallace, again, as per normal, like I said, I've said he's been playing all right. He's just not turned up. He is such a inconsistent player. Somerton with the ball in, finds Bentley. Oh, I thought it was. I didn't want it to be. I thought it was. Offside. By how much? By a country mile. We need to start pushing forwards now. We need to be much more direct. Up the tempo. Hit some crosses in. Pass into space. I don't know if I'm running at the defence. It's not going to make any difference. Ball in from Jeffries. Tries to find Warren Bentley. Only finds the keeper. It's just another one of those. Dave Benson getting a yellow for that, surely. Oh, this is frustrating. Oh, this is so annoying. Huge ball forward. Finds Holmes. Chamberlain Gale, he's been given a free kick. Thought that was going to be a penalty. It looked like one of those that was going to be Somerton from the throw in. 5 minutes left of normal time. Chamberlain Gale gets the ball in. Warren Bentley, it's always offside. Oh, 3 players were offside. Warren Bentley wasn't even the one I thought it was. I thought he was the one who's even further off. Oh, so frustrating. Come on, Benson. Running forwards. Plays it through to Dan Fitchett. Come on. Come on. Oh, so late. So late. Could we be pushing it to extra time? Oh, what a... Oh, my word. Oh, it's ridiculous. Benson. Perfect way to pass through to Dan Fitchett, who's not had much of a chance to put his stamp on any games really this season, but he's done it when it counted. And he's scored only his 4th goal of the season, but definitely the most important. Somerton now plays it forward. Bentley manages to get the knockdown, finds Fitchett, who plays it back to Diaz, who's been hacked down by McBeam, wins the free kick. Somerton on the ball, plays it through to Dan Fitchett, who is offside. Annoyingly. We're going to slow it down a little bit. We're going to keep it a little bit closer. We're not going to hit early crosses anymore. We're not going to pass into space either. And I think we're going to play, in fact, we're going to play a little bit narrower as well, because we are, of course, playing a slightly different formation now. I think probably the sensible decision is to shift Marvin back into that centre, that number 10 role, just in behind the 2 strikers. And then we'll play Fitchett as more of a pressing forward. That was a good chance to have a break there, but nothing coming of it. I'm not going to make my 3rd and final change just yet. I don't know if we have a chance of a 4th change in extra time. Soon when we get there, we do have to see out this last 30 seconds first. But I'd like to keep my 3rd change just for now. Brooks manages to get interception on there, but he doesn't manage to do anything else with it. It's only gone as far as the Taunton player, and it's a corner right at the end of the game. Ran over the allotted added time by nearly half a minute now. It's going to be a ball in from Taunton. Last chance of the 90, you'd have to say. Whips the ball in, and Gardner is there to clear, and it's the end of 90 minutes. We are going the distance, going to extra time. Let's go back to Justin, see what he thinks of the occasion so far.
Well, my nails are a little shorter, but the 90 minutes are up here at the Avenue Stadium, with extra time required to see who is going to be lifting this year's Southern League Cup after a late equaliser by the Whites. The first half saw Taunton go in with a well-deserved 2-1 lead after dominating the chances. Goals coming from Geffen Hill in the 18th minute and Dan Sullivan on the stroke of half-time. However, Salisbury kept themselves in with a chance with a Marvin Brooks 38th minute volley. The second half saw Salisbury start brightly but without creating too many chances until a couple of substitutions, Lewis Benson replacing Elliot Wheeler and Dan Fitchett replacing Wallace, switching to a 4-3-3 formation. It looked like it was going to be a massively frustrating 45 minutes though, when Warren Bentley twice saw the ball in the net, only to be chalked off for offside. Finally though, on the 87th minute, substitute Dan Fitchett was put through on goal by Lewis Benson, and he fired it into the top corner to the left of the Taunton keeper. So 30 minutes of extra time, with it all still to play for. At 90 minutes, it's Salisbury 2, Taunton 2.
Right then, extra time begins. Change has been made. Antonio Diaz has come off for Adam Page. I've also made a change to the tactic. Like I said before, Marvin Brooks has shifted back into that number 10 role. Now got a front two. So we got another 30 minutes of this. Of course, no golden goals because that doesn't exist anymore. And Taunton get a very early chance. Jeffries with a fine challenge there to intercept that, fortunately, and save a goal. I think that's going in if he doesn't get there. Ball goes straight through the defence. Amazingly, we don't have another change. So Chamberlain, Gale and Jake Cope are going to be the ones who are going to be the most tired out there. Unfortunately, we have got some tired legs, but Taunton do as well. That much is fair. We did a rousing team talk saying that we deserve to win this game, which did manage to G up the players. Just need to try and perform on that level now. Adam Page picks up the ball. He's not had he had a couple of chances whilst Diaz was out, but since he's come back, he's been the key player as Diaz for us. He's been playing really well, creating lots of chances and scored a couple as well. But he was just running out of puff coming into the last sort of few minutes of that first 90. So I think it only fair to give someone else a chance to get some fresh legs, especially on the wing as well, running at hopefully some tired defenders. Ball up from oh, Taunton's got a chance. Oh my word! I think if Holmes had taken that was him. Why he didn't is beyond me, but I'm certainly not complaining. That was a gilt-edged chance. Brooks on the ball now, picking it up in that number 10 role, as I mentioned before. Could always shift him back if we absolutely needed to, but he's passed it forward to Dan Fitchett, who's not really done a huge amount with it, to be honest. Dan Fitchett, again, this is why it's been a Marvin Brooks and Warren Bentley front two, because they just work so well together as a pair, as a partnership. Get your words out. But not on this occasion because we can't really shift Dan Fitchett back into that role. Ball forwards from Benson, doesn't find anyone, but he manages to get the ball back. Marvin Brooks finds Cope on the right hand side. He's managed to get past his man beautifully on his weaker left foot. Not the best effort in the world. I'm actually going to say something specifically to Bentley when I can and just tell him to pull his finger out of himself, because he's not playing well at all in this game. Not what you come to expect. He's scored 38 goals in 31 games in the league. He's not turned up for the cup final though. Is he a player that dreads big games? If he is, I wish he told me. Chamberlain Gale getting the ball away. Knocks it forward to Adam Page on the left. He's got a little bit of support. Doesn't use it just yet, but ball pings back to him. Bentley finds Fitchett, who plays it to Marvin Brooks. Nice ball out from Fitchett out to find Adam Page. He's going to whip a ball in. Doesn't manage to get on the head of anyone. Marvin Brooks takes a chance, but it's over the bar. Nothing coming just yet. Still can't shout at Warren Bentley, unfortunately. I wonder how many people have said that in the ground at any point in these games. Somerton clearing the ball away from the cross. Only as far as Adam Page, who puts a lovely clearance out to Jake Cope. And we have got a chance to counter. We are a man down in the attack here, but we could keep going. Jake Cope annoyingly keeps running, but always. I thought the first chance was a little bit stupid. I can argue why he took the second chance, and unfortunately didn't manage to get on the end of it. It's half time in extra time. Let's fire him up. Fire up Warren Bentley. Could be going the distance, this one. I didn't expect this video to be this long, so apologies, but I'm not going to edit this because I think this is good content. Chamberlain Gale gets on the end of it. Taunton on the ball now down the right-hand side. Interplaying it nicely, but Adam Page picks it up. Pass it to Warren Bentley, but there's nothing coming from the highlight. Somerton with a long throw in. Finds Warren Bentley. This would be the chance for him to make himself a hero. Chance from Fitchett. Oh, he's caught offside. It was a good effort. It was over the bar anyway, but he's offside nonetheless. Oh, this is close. Thrown from Taunton. Whips a ball in. Gethin Hill tipped over the bar by Beauchamp. It looked like it might not have been necessary, but it's good that he did. It's going to be a corner for Taunton with just under 8 minutes left of extra time. Plus any stoppages, which you can only imagine would be a minute max. Beauchamp with a lovely claim from the corner there. It's what you like to see your goalkeeper getting in areas like that and claiming that ball. It's all Taunton in the second half, annoyingly. Just don't give away any silly penalties or anything like that. Dan Fitch has picked up the ball. Lovely interception. I think it was Marvin Brooks who picked it up. Finds Warren Bentley, who plays it back. Nice 1-2. Fitchett with a chance. Oh, there's Irish in the goal for Taunton. Tips it over. That could have been it. Benson from the corner then. The deputising now that Diaz is off the pitch. Whips a ball in. Back post. Not quite coming. Does go back out to Jake Cope. So we've managed to recycle it nicely. He's got a second chance to put the ball in. Oh, it just was in prime spot for Bentley to get on the end of it. I'm sure it was. Still got the ball though. Dom Jeffries finds Lewis Benson. Oh, terrible pass from Benson. That was shocking. Dom Jeffries is going to pick that ball up though, fortunately, and it's going to penalties. Oh God! Right, we've got to pick these ourselves. So who are we going to pick? We need to. Well, we've got Dan Fitchett, Dom Jeffries. Or just put. Oh, I don't bloody know. They're in the order of how good they are at penalties. So let's just do them in that order. Lewis Benson, Marvin Brooks, Warren Bentley. We don't really need to do these last few, but we'll do them anyway. Jake Cope, Ollie Gardner. I mean, if Marcus wants to take a penalty, he can take one, can't he? He reckons he's good at them. I reckons he's better than Somerton and Jay Shaw, and then we'll go for it. Oh, God, what do you say here? We should be winning. No. I'm not going to do a gesture because that... Try to relax. Want him to be relaxed. Come on, boys. Penalties. Aylesbury takes the first one for Taunton. Straight down the middle. First one done. Dan Fitchett, first one up for Salisbury. Can he send it into the back of the net and keep it level? Oh. Saved. Gethin Hill takes the run up. Oh, straight down the middle again. This is not how it was meant to end. Dom Jeffries scored a few penalties. Oh, my word. Toby Holmes to pretty much send them to the... Yeah, they've won. They have all but won it. All they need is to score one, or for whoever's taking our third penalty, which is Adam Page, to miss his penalty. Page takes the run up, puts it in. It could be all for nothing, though. Did he just do a robot? It's not appropriate. Bradley Green, the man who has thwarted 99% of the corners that we've had in this game. Can he be thwarted in this one? He's at the post! Oh my God, he's at the post. Oh my God. It could all be for nothing, though, as Lewis Benson runs up to take the fourth penalty for Salisbury. It surely won't go the distance. Surely it's not going to go to sudden death. Benson takes a chance. Oh, my word. Can't bear to watch. Drilled home, apparently. That was one of the weirdest penalties I've seen. Just dipped underneath the player. Or the keeper, sorry. Oh my God! You are joking. How? How on earth? How on earth has he done that? How are we in a position to take this to sudden death? Marvin Brooks. Heart is beating up my chest. Can't cope. Marvin Brooks has put it to sudden death. Oh my God. This is ridiculous. Lucas with a penalty now. Oh, I thought Bushman saved it again. Oh, God. I can't believe this. We missed our first two penalties. Warren Bentley's coming up. He's had a shocker of a game. He's got a chance to keep us in it. Oh, it's been saved. Oh, it was so close. We rode our luck in that shootout. What an effort. Can't believe it. Our first... We'll have more chances at silverware. We will. 100%. Unfortunately, it's going to be Taunton Town lifting the trophy, as you can see. The confetti comes down from the cannons that are hoisted miles above the Dorchester Town Stadium, apparently. And unfortunately, it's not meant to be. I'm disappointed. We probably should have done better. Oh, so close. So close. Let's get the feedback from Justin at the end of the game.
Well, not the ending we all wanted, but after 120 minutes, it all came down to one sudden death penalty, with Warren Benchley missing to give Taunton Town the win and the 2021 Southern League Cup. At full time it was 2-2, Taunton dominant in the first 45, goals from Geffen Hill and Dan Sullivan, with a sole reply from Marcus Brooks. Dan Fitchett then grabbing the equaliser for the Whites with only a few minutes to go. The 30 minutes extra time was, to be fair, a pretty non-event, with neither side really committing to get the win, and so to penalties. Fitchett and Jeffries both missing Salisbury's first two. It should have been all over, but after the first 5, it was 3-3. Sudden death then. Lucas for Taunton scored, and it was down to Warren Bentley, who hadn't had the best of games, against Taunton's number 1, Lloyd Irish. And it was the Taunton man who just sank to the floor to his right and saved low, ending the hopes of the many white supporters here this evening. Bitterly disappointed, but silverware will come, and the chance to push on from 4th in the league. It has been Justin Edwards for Salisbury Radio. It ended here at the Avenue Stadium, Taunton winning the Southern League Cup on penalties.
Well, there you have it, folks. Since Justin's done this bit, I've just sat here and just watched. Just sat and not really done a lot. Can't believe it. So close yet so far. I thought we had it. When we got back to sudden death, I thought we had it. Nearly clutched a victory from the jaws of defeat, and then just fell apart at the end again. I mean, don't get me wrong, I wasn't expecting silverware this year. To get to there was a miracle in itself, in my opinion. That's not a disservice to any of the players. I just didn't think we'd have done it in a first season. Thought we'd have spent far too much time focusing on that league. And to get to a cup final is incredible. And yeah, gutted, of course. But do you know what? We played well enough. In fact, we played really well. We were... look at that. Missed the first 2. Scored the next... it's not ideal, but there you go. I mean, it says it all when their goalkeeper gets man of the match. That pretty much says it all, doesn't it? Anyway, guys, this video has gone on for long enough. Let's go and quickly check to see when we'll be coming back. We'll probably come back for the last 3 games, I would suggest. Seems fair. We'll do a little bumper episode again on Wednesday, because I think that's fun, end of the day. Thank you guys ever so much for watching, and again, big thank you to Justin from Salisbury Radio for dropping in and doing those little bits in between the intervals in that game. Massively appreciated. He didn't know he was going to have to do 3 of them, because I didn't know we were going to go to penalties or extra time. So big thank you to him for doing that. If you have enjoyed this one, it would be a massive thing if you go and smash the thumbs up button. There will be something coming out, I think, in between this episode and the next. If not, it will come out in Wednesday's episode anyway, about another thing that you guys can do to get involved. So keep your eyes peeled for that, and please get involved. It could be amazing. You'll be helping out some brilliant people if you do. You'll kind of understand what I mean by that when it comes out. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. There will be better moments than this, don't worry. We will win trophies, and we will get promotions, and we will smash this out of the park. But fortunately on this one, Taunton have done us over. And as always, let me know your thoughts in the comments. If you were in my seat, would you have done anything differently? I'd be quite interested to know your thoughts there as well. But that's going to be it from me, guys. My name's been David. Thank you very much for watching, as always. See you again. Bye-bye.